It was never easy. Since I grew up alone in a third world country, if you may say, all by myself in an orphanage, life was always challenging. It was always a survival strategy to live life. So I felt I have to earn everything. I want to share my story in a brief moment today because I get a lot of messages from different parts of the world, from all of you, all lovely people who go through my page, read my quotes, and try to reach out to share their own story. Because in some level, we all can relate as human beings, right? Doesn't matter which corner of the world you are at, what story you're carrying will always be the common essence to feel human. Now, life of a journey, right? It's an experience. But is it just about the journey or it's about the experience? There is no destination we all have to reach. Life can end abruptly any moment. I grew up with a pick-me mentality, like a shelter dog who was never picked up, because when you have never had a single parent in your life, you grew up in the system, and you will always have a mentality, either you want to blame the society so much, go deep into about your darkness, that you would just oppose the society and you will find peace and healing in that. That would become your identity. But the other side of it, which I relate to, I grew myself up with the pick-me mentality, which is a very inferiority complex. Even though you're an overachiever, you'll always be hard on yourself. You will hesitate to ask for help, and when you do, you will be disappointed because people you have surrounded yourself with have been attracted to you just because your hands were always there to help them. You are the host. You became the overly compliant person who needs that OCD 100%, 1000% of their contribution in their life, and still was so hard on themselves. If they're one day late for any bills, that will stress them out. Why? Because there was nobody to guide them. There was no one to tell them it's all right to fall back sometimes. It's all right to struggle. And that kept them always 1000% on their boost. I'm a person like that. Always lived alone, traveled around the world. Not the first generational immigrant, but the immigrant. We made it legally when I was barely 24 years old. I still had 7 years tax return. Yes. So I've been working from around age 14. Yeah. When you have a life so tough like that, you are expecting there is a reward from God because you have been a good child, right? In any corner of the world, any pattern of religion you might be, because it's all a club, and there's always a very, very holy book for any major religion where you're supposedly compared to some biblical characters to be perfect in the eyes of those men who will always come to antagonize you. Now, they will love you until you do better than them. Yeah. Doesn't matter if you're the breadwinner. You ended up with a man because you're a pick-me, because you have inferiority complex. That man have mapped you out as a covert narcissist, because they are going to infiltrate your life where you already feel that you're like a shelter dog. You'll go over and above for love. Love me, that nature. Tell me I'm beautiful. I want to be the chosen one. The perfection hungry. The girl who doesn't want to be blamed or narrate life based on the darkness she had to face all her childhood. She wants to grow towards light because she kept saying, I was the light who struggled so much and still made it. So now God gave me this man who I must please. Don't do that to yourself. I was that person until 3 months ago, where finally a sheriff had to come and save my life, where I could have been probably dead with a hands-free crane saw. Yeah. Serial abuser, serial cheater, serial damager of life is created by two monsters of a parent who taught him that, who told him it's all right. You know why? Because you told them you were never enough. You told them you need them. Are all human beings like that? No. But God gave you this special set of pure evils because He wants to break you out of that inferiority complex. So now you are getting life. Why you had to lose everything you built all alone? Because you told yourself you were not sufficient. So God took it back from you. And that's what I think happened to Job. Not because he deserved it, but he had the clarity after. He had the clarity after not to blame God. Because what he earned was given to him without some chase. Because there was a skill set that was naturally inherent. Same with you. You have a naturally inherent capability of being a winner in life, and that's why you were able to raise yourself without a single parent, and that's the reality of it. But what did you believe whole life? Because you were stereotyped in your mentality that you had to raise yourself. You're a shelter dog. You must be picked up. You must have a family. You must have children. You must have proverb wife qualities to be submissive, to prove that even though I didn't have parents, look how submissive of a wife I am. But what happened? You still got the bad rotten apple. Who didn't miss when he punched your face? Who could come to your house, take your money, rob you blind, liquidate your 401k, still punch you on your face, still cheat on you on the same bed that you built. This is my house. He never lived in a house. He lived in his mom's basement 33 years of his life. And I brought him to my perfect place where I had my animals, myself, and everything to offer to him. He took everything. He made a run for it because he knows he's incapable. He doesn't have that skill. Those type of people can only rob people. At one point of time, the fool who trusts everybody becomes the wisest of all first. So do not stop trusting, but be wise for yourself. Don't have that hermit mentality that somebody has to come in your life to make you feel worthy. It doesn't matter if they call you worthless. You don't become one. They reflected the inferiority they have with their words on you, but you did your best to be valid and submissive to them. So I salute you. I know you're stressed today for some reason. They robbed you blind. You are probably on minus balance and you don't know what to do for tomorrow, but you're going to be fine because you have faced worse things than that. You have survived, girl. Somebody's undiagnosed son doesn't get to make a version of you because you are the version which survived this abuser. Those punches are gone and you're going to forget that pain too. I know you will. You will make art again. You will be yourself again, and this time just to impress yourself. Nobody has to pick you first. Nobody has to say I love you first. Love yourself first. You're not a shelter dog. You're an amazing winner. Mwah. God bless you.